Welcome back. Joining me now in the Daytime Buffalo studio is Cassina Frazier of Access Granted. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me, Chelsea.
Okay, tell me all about Access Granted and how you got it started.
Okay, well, I've been working in the field of social work for well over 15 years. In Access Granted, what we do, we service under marginalized populations. So I do college access coaching, workshops, and things like that. I understand that education is the surest way out of poverty. So I want to make sure that these populations, especially our Black and brown students, have access to everything that they need, not only to get to post-secondary education, but to complete their bachelor's degree.
Nice. Tell me more about some of the services that you provide for these students.
Absolutely. So some of the services that I provide, I go in, I do a lot of interactive workshops, right? Especially coming out of COVID.
Right.
Our students, they're really struggling. They're struggling with mental health. I am a master's level social worker, so really focusing on the social emotional, but also understanding that they lack a lot of skills, a lot of those soft skills, communication skills, and things like that. I also understand that this population is always on their phones, right? They're living on their phones. They have way more screen time than they should, but I use that to the advantage. So in my workshops, I make sure that we're utilizing our phones. We're going on TikTok, we're going on Facebook, we're scrolling, we're looking for things that we can use to make them successful. So like finding scholarships, personal branding, having the students understand that things that you do now as a high school student or a college student will definitely affect you going forward.
Nice. So it's also kind of like a mentoring program. Would you say?
I would say I am, absolutely. Many of the students that I come in contact with, because I don't only do this in the city of Buffalo, people do hire me to travel, so I actually will be traveling this week, going to a college in New Jersey. I'll be in Michigan next month. But once I meet and interact with these students, because this is my passion, it's not just a job for me, this is my passion, and I want to see everyone do great. After they get my phone number and things like that, they follow me on my social media, they text me with questions when it is time for them to go to college. They're reaching out like, hey, Miss Cassina, remember when you said I can call you? I need help with this. So definitely, I always tell them they have a lifelong friend, mentor, and advocate in me once we make that connection.
And have other schools or programs reach out to you to bring you in?
Yes, I have been in some schools, definitely looking to make some more partnerships here in the city and throughout, just because a lot of schools, they really don't have the time. The guidance counselors really don't have the time to focus on that college access piece, and it is very important, especially as a first-generation college student myself. I navigated all things college by myself, but I still sit here today with 3 degrees, so obviously I did something right, but I do not want that to be the struggle for a lot of students, so that's where Access Granted comes in.
Nice, and this is around the time, students are getting ready to go back to school,
Yes.
and for our seniors in high school, this
Absolutely.
is the time that they need to be
Critical.
looking and applying and figuring out what's the best place for them. There's so
Yes.
many different things that you need to look at for your college education.
Absolutely.
Even beyond what you want to do and study, right?
Yes, absolutely. And the thing that I'm finding now, especially with this generation, we do college access, but I do also career exploration, right? Because college is not for everyone. The city of Buffalo does have a lot of programs for trades and things like that for students. So really just getting them to think about what life looks like. A lot of times our students, they're only thinking in the right now. They can't see past the 30-second TikTok or the Facebook post. So just getting them to do a little bit of forward thinking. So we do some workshops with career exploration as well, because even though college might not be for you, but we want to see just what can you do to have a sustainable career that you're able to sustain your family and have some type of financial gain out of it as well.
I love that, because education looks different for everyone.
Absolutely.
Right? Nice.
Absolutely.
Now, how can people work with you to be able to mentor and work with their students?
So the way that people can work with me right now, I am looking for people to bring me into either their schools or to their organizations, just to kind of get the word out. I have been in business over a year now, not new to what I'm doing, just new to doing it for myself.
Right.
But I am looking for people to bring me in just to get the word out for the community, because a lot of people, they wait until, like you said, it's a critical time for senior. They wait until senior year and like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Like freaking out. It's never too early to have conversations, right? I literally just took my niece on a college tour with me a few weeks ago, and she's 10. You know what I mean?
It's true.
And we were on a local college campus here, but it's never too late because I feel like going to college should not be the first time that you see a college.
Yeah.
Senior year should not be the first time that you're talking about college. So it's never too early to have those conversations. So I do primarily work pre-collegiate, which is high school. I do some first-year college students because we do understand just because you get to college doesn't mean that you have everything figured out, and they still need like those soft skills and things like that. But elementary schools, I would say at least like middle school would definitely be the time to start exploring it, doing some career exploration, and even visiting some college campuses.
And do you ever help like middle schoolers possibly get into private high schools or things like that?
I have not done that. I mean, but I have been working in the city of Buffalo for quite some time in different capacities of social work. So any service that you need in the city, I can find it for you.
That's part of your
For
role.
sure.
Well, thank
Absolutely.
you so much for coming in and
Thank
for
you.
your success to be able to not only be servicing Buffalo,
Absolutely.
but other states too in less
Yes.
than a year is incredible. So
Thank
you're doing
you.
good stuff.
Booked and blessed, Chelsea. I have no complaints.
Okay, good girl. I hope it continues. And
Thank
listen,
you.
viewers, if you would like to learn more about the 716 College Access Consultant, just head over to her Instagram at Akcess with a K granted.ny, or you can email her directly at Kissina at accessgranted.com. Sorry about that.
That's
Thank
all
you.
right. Thank you so much.